I'm sharing 5 things that you should never do to your bike, plus one bonus tip that almost everybody does after washing their bike. Avoid these mistakes and you'll save more money on parts and be able to spend more time on the trail with your bike running smooth. And the thing is, most riders don't even know that they're doing that. So luckily, I have someone who's going to help me demonstrate. But where is he? He was supposed to be here a while ago to help me film the intro, but he's still not here yet. Oh, good man. Good to see you, man.
Sorry, I was a little late.
Yeah.
What traffic?
You rode here.
Yeah, you know, trail traffic can be pretty intense these days. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I've been riding mountain bikes for a while now, and I'm here and happy to help. Yeah. Just long enough.
That's actually something you should never do. So let's go ahead and get on to mistake number 1. So the first thing that you should never ever do to your bike is lay it down drive side. Your derailleur sticks out way more than anything else. And that's a good way to just bend your derailleur hanger, or worse, your derailleur, which can cost over $500. Because when you lay it over on your drive side, your derailleur is one of the things that sticks out the farthest from the bike, so it is really easy to bend it. A derailleur or derailleur hanger is not very fun to replace, so just make sure that you lay your bike over on the brake side instead of the drive side, and that is just a lot safer and can be a lot cheaper. If you happen to bend a disc rotor, it is only about $50 compared to $500. So the trade-offs are definitely there. Just lay it over on the brake side and then you'll be all good to go.
Oh man, that was awesome. That was the best ride I've ever done here. Just look at my bike. Went through so many creek crossings. Got all those memories on there.
Whoa, hold on. If your bike is covered in that much mud, you really need to clean it. If a little dust, that's okay. But this much mud and dirt and grime, you really got to clean your bike, because otherwise it'll turn into a grinding paste and just make your bike not look good, but also wear out parts quicker. Don't let it sit around for days, weeks, or even months. Just clean it right after your ride, so that way you can save the headache of rust and grit and chewed up parts later down the line. What? No. Future you is not going to like it. Stuff dries on and it's even harder to get off. So just clean it right now, and then future you will be able to go on a ride instead of worrying about cleaning or replacing parts on its bike.
Okay, I guess you're right. I'll go clean my bike. See you later. Gotta go.
Whoa, before you can leave, I think you're going to make the next mistake
You
as well.
think that I could be the next mistake?
Can almost guarantee it.
I possibly am not.
Let's go right up that hill and just see the differences.
Okay,
so the next one is probably the biggest drivetrain mistake that I see, so let's go ahead and see if you do it or not.
I definitely don't make this mistake. Watch me climb this hill.
So go ahead and go up the hill.
Too hard.
Ooh.
That's not good.
Come on.
There we go.
Yeah, you're buying the next derailleur, chain, cassette. Yeah, that's not good for your drivetrain. What you're supposed to do is, if you're in too hard of a gear, you can either shift before the hill, or if you're in too hard of a gear, just pack off the power a little bit and then switch gears. Nice and smooth. Just switch the gear and you didn't even know. So when you're going up a hill and then you are in too hard of gear, just back off the power a little bit and then just switch gears and then continue up the hill. It will save your cassette, your chain, and your derailleur all from unneeded stress, and will make them last longer over time. And you definitely make that mistake.
No, I don't.
Well, maybe a little bit. So mistake number 4 is never ever checking your chain. Chains wear, and that is normal. Chains are meant to wear, but if you never check them, they can wear down too far and then ruin your chainring, your cassette, and even your derailleur jockey wheels.
Yeah, I never make that mistake. See?
Not exactly. As chains wear, they get longer. So they might still look the same, but they're actually longer and actually ruining your bike. A chain is one of the easiest maintenance tasks you can do, and I'll link the video right here that I did showing you exactly how to replace a chain. It's super cheap, and if you think about it, over the long haul, you can get about 3 chains per cassette and chainring, which the cassette and chainring, depending on your model, can be anywhere from $500 to $1,000.
Trust me, I know when my chain's bad.
You only know when it's bad when the bike shop says you have to replace your cassette, your chainring, and your derailleur all in one go. So mistake number 4 is riding with a dry chain.
Never ride a dry chain? What does that even mean?
Yeah, a dry chain is when you never ever lube it. Can I have your bike so I can see what your chain looks like?
No, I'm not going to give you my bike, because then you'll probably find more things wrong with it.
Oh, so I'm going to have to take it from you?
Okay. Whoa! How'd you do that?
Yep, I am pretty sneaky.
Yeah, you are pretty sneaky.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at his chain. It looks pretty dry, but like, what else could we expect really from him? So to fix a dry chain, all you really need is some lube for your chain, and you just put it on there. Spin your crank. And once you go all the way around the chain, just and it's only about $8 per thing, and you can get multiple lubings out of just one bottle of lube, so it's definitely worth it.
You mean I have to buy more bike products after I've already spent a ton on my bike?
Yeah, you will have to buy a bottle of lube, but it's only like $8, and if you think about it, compared to your chain wearing out quicker, your cassette wearing out, and your chainring and derailleur, which could cost over thousands of dollars, it's not really a big price to pay.
Yeah, I guess that's a valid point, yeah. Okay, well, I guess I'll start lubing my chain now.
When you lube your chain, it can decrease friction, so it can make you faster. Yeah, you want to be faster all the time, right? And then just make parts wear out less quick. So when a chain starts getting really noisy or is looking dry, just top it up with some lube, wipe off the extra, and it will save you a lot of money in the long haul.
Well, chain lube sounds great. I've always wanted to be faster and beat all my buddies up all the climbs. And then saving money, that sounds pretty nice too. Mountain biking can get expensive, but trying to save as much money as you can, that's a good idea.
You won't exactly be beating all your buddies up the climbs, just don't tell them. After you're done washing your bike, make sure you just don't put it away. Make sure you dry it and then lube the chain after. Because when you wash the bike, you're also washing away all the lubricant that lubes the chain. And then when the water evaporates, it can leave rust on the chain as well, which is definitely not lubricant. So when you're done riding and washing your bike for the day, go ahead and lube the chain, dry the bike off, and then wipe off the extra lube, and then put it away. And then your bike's ready for whenever you go hit the trail next, and then you don't have to spend time lubing your chain, getting your bike ready, getting all the water spots off, all the rust, and then having to take rust off of anything else that got rusty because you did not dry your bike. There we go, the bike is all nice and clean. It's a good thing we got the sun to dry it out. Bye. Hey, where are you going? No, you've got it about 80% done. You still have to dry your bike and then lube your chain. I have to dry it too and lube the chain? Okay. None of these mistakes are huge on their own, but over time they'll continue to wear down your bike, resulting in more parts, more labor, and just over more money. If this was helpful, let me know in the comment section down below and what surprised you, and then also if you have made any others that you want to share, leave those in the comments as well. And until next time, don't forget to go find your epic. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time. Seriously, man? Still? After all this? I'll never learn.